Hi guys, Chef Kevin Belton here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, coming up soon is National Daiquiri Day. Now, I'm not a drinker, but hey, you can have a virgin daiquiri every once in a while, but I love the flavors. And basically a daiquiri flavor, you think of lemon lime type flavors. So I'm gonna make a lemon lime kind of daiquiri dessert for you. Now, what I have here in the bowl, I have some lime sherbet. Now, I've let the lime sherbet sit out to get soft, and I have 2 cups of lime sherbet. And I want it soft because I want it to be able to spread out a little bit. So I'm just going to use this whisk, loosen it up some. And if you notice my pan, you know, sometimes folks use foil. I like to use clear wrap. I've just lined a baking pan with that. I'm not a baking pan, a little cake pan.
Loaf pan.
Loaf pan. Thank you, Monty. All right, let's just get that in. And now, just kind of take your spatula and kind of spread this out, okay? We just want this is gonna be, it's the bottom layer here, but it's gonna end up being the top layer, okay? So we want this smoothed out into the corners, all right? Now, the important thing is we have to put this in the freezer. So it has to go in the freezer for at least 10 minutes to firm up so we can put the next layer on. So let's get this in the freezer. Now guys, that's in the freezer. Let's work on our next layer. Now, what I have here is cream cheese. Now, don't get the block cream cheese because it won't be that soft. Get the spreadable kind, okay? Take your time, look next to the blocks. You see the cream cheese that'll be spreadable. That's what you want. Because come look, see this? See how easy that is? That's why you want the one that's spreadable, okay, as opposed to the block cream cheese. So into our cream cheese, what I have here, condensed milk. And we're gonna get this condensed milk in. Oh yeah, come on. We have to get all this condensed milk in. And you know, it's important when you do a dessert like this, you have to have a volunteer to be able to lick the bowl. And that's what Monica is waiting to do. That's why I didn't put the bowl in the sink, because I knew she would yell at me if I did. So we just want to smooth this together right quick. Okay? All right. See how that came together? Now, I have fresh squeezed lemon juice. A 1/2 cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice that we're going to get this worked in. Remember I told you about that lemon lime flavor? Remember, the lime sherbet is that lime layer, and now this is going to be our nice lemon layer. And if you've ever had a lemon icebox pie, you remember how they used to make the lemon icebox pie with the condensed milk and all? This is gonna have that similar type flavor. So just get that worked in really good, okay? Now, if you have some whipped cream, but you know it's easier to use something like Cool Whip. Just use one of the toppings. Make sure it's defrosted, okay? And we're just gonna spoon this in, or at least ladle it. Ladle it. I'm so nervous because this is so sweet. It's gonna be so good. I'm just using the spatula. Now, you can whip this. I'm just gonna fold it in. You know, when you hear about folding things in, I don't wanna whip it too much because I don't want to lose that air in there, that light flavor. Now, I shouldn't say light flavor, but that light texture. Oh, I'm just a mess thinking about this. One of my favorite fruits is lemon. That's why I like this so much. That's why I can't talk today, gang. But just get this in. You want to try to get it to where you don't see any white streaks. And it just takes a little bit. But you can see how nice and light this is. Where if we use something that was heavy, it would be very dense. Now, let's get our lime layer out of the freezer. And you can see how that's frozen. So now, let's go on with our next layer. Nice and light, sweet, lemony. Yeah. And this works perfect in this loaf pan. A little bit more. Now, I want to just make sure I take this and I smooth it down.
You spilled something, just be careful.
I missed some? Okay. There we go. Just make sure you get this smoothed down. Now, I like to go ahead and put another top on this. I'll go ahead, I have another piece of clear wrap that I just like to lay right over the top, press it down on it. This way it doesn't have that freezer burn, okay? And now we have to put this back in the freezer, and we want this to freeze for at least 3 to 4 hours, okay? But you see where we're going. This is gonna be so good. Let's take this top piece off. Let's flip it over on our cutting board. It comes right out. Look how pretty that is. Pull that bottom off. And now, all we have to do is slice it. Look at that. Let's get another piece. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. So, when you want, if you love that lemon lime flavor and a nice, easy, simple dessert, this is something that you have to try. Thank you so much for cooking with me today. Keep washing those hands. Stay safe. For WWL, I'm Chef Kevin Belton, and we'll see you soon.